Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. I'm the Sean McCall.
It's SEO Roper.
And producer Pat behind the mic, behind the phone. Everybody, how we doing?
Today's November 20th, and it's a Wednesday, and it's a Lucast Live. How are we doing, fellas?
We're doing good. We're doing good. Except for the Blues loss last night.
Blues lost last night.
But we got a big show for us tonight.
Show, we got USA Soccer that we were both in attendance for.
Yep. Shout out City Park.
We're going to talk about the fictional Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson fight.
Scripted.
Blues got new Winter Classic jerseys. You guys see them?
Yes.
Yeah,
White,
they looked
green,
awesome.
Green.
We'll talk about them.
No logo.
Little Battlehawk discussion, little baseball discussion.
AJ out?
But I want to start with this clip I saw on Twitter, actually, and it was pickleball. Pickleball's back, fellas.
Yeah, down in Mexico, right?
I don't know where the clip took place, but it's a pickleball clip. Oh, that's playing in the background on my laptop. My bad. Rookie mistake.
Rookie mistake, it happened. So, say that again, sorry.
I saw this clip on Twitter. These guys
Okay.
playing pickleball.
All right.
And it was the last shot of the game. One opponent got the game-winning shot and was excited, sallied kind of hard, and yelled, "Yeah!" And then they walk up to shake hands or bump paddles at the net. And the other opponent who lost put his paddle out. The opponent who was boasting hit his paddle pretty hard out of his hand. And then as he went to go pick it up, the other opponent, the loser, kicked him in the face as he was bent down trying to pick up his paddle.
Rip. Yeah.
What?
He got
Yeah.
knocked the fuck out. He was down for a bit. And then the
It
partner,
looked like a little bit of embellishment.
well, he was. He kicked him straight in that fucking jaw.
But anyhow, the point is both parties are at fault here. This is a terrible display of sportsmanship.
You don't see this in St. Louis, dude.
I don't know where this. You said they were playing in Mexico?
Yeah. Oh, 100%. They were speaking Spanish, and like there was like the clip
Well-
was from Mexico.
Poor sportsmanship can be anywhere.
Well, yeah, but not here in St. Louis. Dude.
But
We're the best
anyhow,
fans in baseball. Home of the best fans in baseball.
that guy got humbled, learned a good lesson, not boasting and being a sore winner. And the other guy, don't be a sore loser. Don't kick the. He's trying to pick up your paddle. He's knew he hit it a little too hard, and he was picking
Dude.
it up.
Be a Cardinals fan. Be a Cardinals fan, bro. We cheered for Paul Skeens and was good sportsmanship for his good performance in his debut. We respected
Best fans in
the
baseball.
opponent. Yeah, that's how
fans
it's
in
done.
baseball.
BFIB.
Thank you.
For short. And so, yeah, that's pickleball.
Pickleball.
Intensity. It's back.
Let's talk soccer now. Last night, USA Soccer.
Monday.
Oh, I'm a day behind.
Yeah.
Monday, USA Soccer 4-2 at City Park.
Rope, you were working, correct?
No. I was just there. We were chilling. We were behind the scenes and having fun. We're just talking about me being there at the match, and it was a fun time. Saw us win 4-2.
4-2. Christian Pulisic, 2 goals. Man of the match. And it's a little controversial, his first celly after the first goal of the game.
Yeah,
You
it
see?
was a big Lucas Trump selly.
Oh, did he do the Trump dance?
Christian
Like
Pulisic did
John
the Trump
Jones
dance.
did?
He did. Christian Pulisic, when asked after the game about his celebration, I saw everyone doing it yesterday in the NFL. I saw John Jones doing it. We were just having a bit of fun. I thought it was pretty fun. Obviously, that's the Trump dance, but it was just a dance that everyone's doing. He's the one who created it. I thought it's funny. It's no political dance. It's just fun. I saw a bunch of people doing it, and I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it.
There you go.
Christian
right.
Pulisic.
Yes.
good for Christian.
Good statement
It's
by
just
the
fun.
Lucas.
It's just fun.
Exactly. I don't see why everyone got so angry at Christian Pulisic because Weston McKinney and Ricardo Pepe all were doing it. So, like, you have a
Even
Latino,
John Jones
you have a
did it.
Latino American, you have a Black American, and you have a white American all doing the Trump dance. If that's not some Gen Z
Fun.
shit right there.
Fun.
Bryce is on camera now.
Yep. Yeah. So
Do it, Rome.
We were celebrating a USA
not
win,
it's not
baby.
political.
It's not political. No. No, not at
Patriotic.
all. It's just supporting our president. That's all it is. But
Uh,
anyways, it was a great win.
It was a great
I want to
game,
talk about
dude.
this. I want to talk about Tim Weah. That was his first match back from injury. Scored a screamer right at
Right
Shaw.
in front of me, right on my end.
Yes, I was on the other end.
South end?
No, well, north end. I was on the north end.
No, what end was that?
Oh, you were on the south
That
end.
was on the south end.
Yeah, because you weren't supporters.
By the way, Emily says hi, just so you guys know.
Yo, what up, Emily?
What up, Em?
What up?
The OG Emily from season 1 days.
Yes.
Shout out Emily.
Maybe we'll have her back on soon.
But dude, yeah, Bruce Arena and Greg Berhalter were in the crowd, aka Dumb and Dumber. We're
Yes.
right next to each other, just watching like, oh, this is how real soccer is played. Oh fuck, we actually have a Argentinian coach taking over, and we're winning.
USA was buzzing.
Even the players were like, yeah, he said, let yourselves have the freedom of play, and they enjoyed themselves out there. Okay, don't play that song. That's not American, actually. We don't want to get into that song. Let's not get into that.
We don't want to
today.
get into that.
Bruce? Not even.
Not. Oh, you
We
clearly
don't,
know
want,
the
we don't
lyrics.
want to.
Okay.
get into that.
All right. So, Greg and Bruce, I'm glad they were there to witness that, and I hope they feel depressed. They're idiots. I almost wanted to come fight them, honestly. That's what me and my buddies were trying to do. We're trying to find out where they are and get in there.
They were up in the suites.
Give them peace of our mind. But it was a great game. Great atmosphere. It got rainy. I mean, like, the first half was nice. Like, the weather, it was nice for a mid-November game in St. Louis.
They scored
like,
early and often.
Yeah. I mean, it was a great first half, and then the defense kind of let up. But there was an injury, and, like, it was a clean game. No really fouls. It was actually a good amount of Jamaicans that came by. Saw a few of them.
Jamaican man.
Dude, let's get into. There were some good costumes at this game. There was 4 men dressed up as 1700s George Washington. What's up?
What? There were
Okay.
4 costumes. Sorry.
4 costumes, and then there was well, hold on. And there was a girl dressed up as a bald eagle. There was a dude dressed up as like Bob Marley for Jamaica.
Yeah.
Like a Jamaican guy who just dressed up as Bob Marley.
I
And
didn't
full
see that guy.
Jamaican kid. No, I'm just saying there was some good costumes there. U.S. match, but
Nice. Oh,
So that was the quarterfinal game.
yes. So now we're heading to the semis, and we're playing Panama.
And this is the Nations League.
Yes, we won this last year, or well, like not last year, the last 4 years or whatever break it is.
so they do this instead of the World Cup
No.
qualifiers, or is this qualified
Well,
for
It's
the
like
World
a
Cup?
different tournament, I think.
This is a different tournament. We would be normally right now be having qualifiers, but us, Canada, and Mexico are all guaranteed to be in the World Cup.
Oh, we're home nation.
Yeah, so
we don't have to do any
the-
qualifying games?
Well, no. I mean, maybe they do for the other countries and play them just for, but that might be 2025, like later on in the season. I'm sure it'll be like next
You're
year.
going to have to do some friendlies and stuff, some warm-up
Well,
games.
yeah. I mean, I know. It's just well, we have Gold Cup over the summer.
Yeah. And what is the Gold Cup? Is just like
I mean, it's all of like CONCACAF.
gotcha.
It's a bigger deal than the Nations League. I'll tell you that. If that makes sense.
Does CONCACAF include South America?
No, that would
That's South
be
Copa.
Copa America, which was last year where we included South America,
Interesting.
or this past summer.
So, what was your, I guess, favorite moment in the match?
I mean, Weston McKinney's good cross over to Pulisic, one timer,
That was the first
goal.
goal.
Tim Whale hit one off the post early on,
Yeah.
like only like 6 minutes in. That was cool. Yeah, it was a fun match though.
That second goal, who had the assist, like, rolled it behind their back on the trail?
I can't. Maybe it was Anthony Robinson.
I don't know who had the assist. I think Pulisic scored that goal, too.
Did you know we watched a Premier League like little matchup on the wing?
No.
It was Anthony Robinson who starts for Fulham, and then Damari Gray, who plays for Everton, starts for him on the right wing. So like
On Jamaica?
when Everton and Fulham play against each other, they're matched up also.
Wow. We
So
saw that
we-
matchup at City Park.
Who would have thought 5 years ago to see a Premier League matchup just right in
That's
front of
wild.
our eyes?
That's why I was so excited to go to this game. USA was playing their best guys.
Yeah,
Bolsick was playing.
they all wanted to play in their first
Ricardo
match
Pepe,
under
Weston
Pochettino.
McKennie,
Dude, they're all excited to play under him. It's a different team.
Tim Ream, the St. Louisan back at home.
USA is coming for that World Cup.
Did you hear Tim Ream's quote before the game about tickets for family and friends?
How many tickets do you have to get?
No, he said, "I'm done past this age. People can pay for their own tickets for somewhat cheap. I'm just figuring it out for my my wife and my children. That's it."
Wow.
Because everyone was asking him since he's from St. Louis. Is like
Yeah,
give
there
me
were
tickets to the
plenty of
game.
empty seats, and I was upset
it was
because
1,000.
well, you were working. I was down low.
No, it wasn't. I just go to every game. Wasn't.
Oh, he's just there every game.
Yeah.
He's got season tickets. That's what I mean. He works in the stands. If he's not in the stands in the supporting section, then the team's not working hard. That's what I meant.
I'm on the drums. By the way,
Yeah.
Josie Altidore, former U.S. men's player. Not sure you guys know who he is.
Yeah.
He was on the drums at the match in the
Really?
supporter section. Some dude gave him a fireball shot. So
That's what's up.
yeah,
Oh.
if Josie can bring a fireball shot in, I guess I can.
Should we get into our next?
Oh,
I want to talk about boxing.
Let's go for it.
We were all here on Friday night watching
We
Jake
all
Paul
saw it.
versus.
We all saw what
You all
that.
witnessed. Well, with Bufford, we struggled to watch it like everyone else, but
We knew what was gonna happen. I mean,
I knew what was gonna happen too, so I'm not surprised. I didn't bet on it.
I should have.
We should have.
We should have all just
I
taken
knew what
Jake
was gonna
Paul.
happen.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
just didn't
boys.
wanted that.
I
We
gotta
got-
say, if 32 years from now, 31 years from now, when I'm 58, I got nice enough butt cheeks to look like Mike Tyson's butt cheeks, I'll have done well in life. It was pretty cringy, but he's ripped. You got to give him that. He's got some glutes.
Yeah, that's what I want to talk about. Not Mike Tyson's ass.
Yeah, I mean,
He's
well,
ripped. He could
that
have
was
won
a-
that fight. He
that-
could have won that fight.
that ass shot was a preview of the fucking ass of a fight we were about to watch, dude.
Yeah.
That was just irony. But Iron Mike
Yeah.
just didn't have it anymore.
Anyhow, it was a sanctioned fight. That means there were referees and judges,
oh, and that
and
referee
all-
did nothing.
and all the judges scored the fight in Jake Paul's favor every round: 80-72, 79-73, and 79-73.
Yeah, I mean, it makes sense. It was definitely a clear Jake Paul.
Jake Paul won. It was
He-
clear. He landed more punches.
Mike just was standing there.
Mike Tyson only landed roughly 18% of his punches, 18 out of 97. Jake Paul was landing about 28% of all of his punches. He landed 78 out of 278.
Well, I mean, dude, I think he was just too tired. The legs just weren't moving.
I don't believe that, dude, because I saw so many clips of him
training.
training and
Well-
looking like a beast. And when they started the match, dude,
That gets me into
Tyson was kind of firing. And I know we all remember they had a hug and there was a moment
Mm,
where they were hugged up. Jake Paul said something to him, and it was clear as day. Mike Tyson tapped him on the shoulder, tapped him on the back, like, "Yeah, I got you." It was written in the
Mhm.
contract to where Mike Tyson was going to get more money the more rounds it went, and Mike Tyson got more money if Jake Paul didn't get knocked out.
Mm.
That's fair, but
And-
I also seen the TikTok videos of like Jake Paul like sticking out his tongue when Mike Tyson's like trying to land punches, and it's supposed to be like
That was a
like
sign?
a sign to like quit, dude.
Jake
like,
Paul. That could be a sign, but it was so fixed.
We knew it was over from the entrances.
wish we would have bet on it because I was gonna bet on Jake Paul. I knew
They
it was
had
fixed in his
the-
favor.
He had this song. It's coming in the air tonight.
That was funny.
Shout out Hangover.
It's funny because that was the song Mike Tyson sang to in The Hangover.
And of course, it's also double entendre because it's about the song is lyrically about a man watching another man just drown and not saying anything, just letting it happen.
That happened to Mike Tyson.
I mean, this is like the I don't know. Never mind.
Well,
Too-
I'm not,
too
I'm
far
not that
gone.
familiar with Tyson. But anyhow, Mike Tyson lost. I think he could have won the fight. That's what it boils down to.
Well, he needed some uppercuts and he didn't land any.
Well, Jake was kind of staying away from him, basically. He was just like, you can't move towards me, so I'm not going to move towards you. That's
There's-
what the fight was.
I know.
There was
I know.
also another clause that said Mike was not allowed to throw any punches at Jake if Jake's hands were below his shoulders. So Jake's hands had to be up above his head,
right.
his shoulders for him to Mike to throw a punch.
We're allegedly, right, on the contract, apparently, right?
That one was allegedly, yes.
Okay. But you saw some things online of a contract that was signed.
Yeah, he got
Okay.
paid more money the more rounds it went. That was a fact.
Got it.
Anyhow, boxing is lame. UFC is so much better. It's
UFC.
It's not even
They had-
debatable, really.
They had Dana White
does anyone
walking
wanna-
out with Trump,
Exactly.
and Trump like brought RFK. Did you see RFK trying to eat those at McDonald's as being like the director of health?
Elon
service?
was front row with them too.
Yeah, I he looks cringy out there.
Were you watching UFC on Saturday?
No, but I saw all the clips. Like, I saw Joe Rogan go over and hug Trump or whatever. They like hugged. In
Oh
that
yeah, they're
moment.
bros.
And then literally John Jones like did the Trump dance, and he took the belt over to Trump,
That's crazy.
and it was like colorized Roman Colosseum, like the fucking gladiator giving to the emperor. It's like colorized 2024.
That's funny.
2024 AD, just
Yeah.
modernized.
Dana did everything right, that's for sure.
Well, yeah, I mean, he runs it well. It's one of the top. I
I had a-
Boxing is down and UFC's up.
yeah, exactly. I had a great view of UFC on Saturday night at Duke's, one of the premier UFC bars in St. Louis, in Soulard.
Yeah, shout out Dukes, dude. Love Dukes.
Dukes
Yeah,
is
Dukes is a good spot.
Duke's is a great
That's
spot.
like that's my go-to sports spot in Seward. Honestly, it's gone up there. in the
Great. They have
rankings.
so many
Besides
TVs.
the Mizzou bar is pretty cool, but shout out Rays.
The new Mizzou bar, you been there?
Yeah, I've been there once, but it wasn't for like the whole game. But
What was your
It gets-
vibe there?
it's my fellow brethren, like fandom.
They have a lot of TVs. Was there a lot of tables and
Yeah, I mean
Chill?
it used to be Llewellyn, so like imagine like a Llewellyn setup.
that's like the one sports pub. It's like in Webster too. Or
Yeah, there
Yes.
used to be one in Seward, but
Gotcha. I never went into that place before.
it's kind of
so-
like it's basically like what you're just talking about, the other bar.
Huh.
Dukes.
Oh, we got really off topic there, were we? All right, well.
Well, Blues lost, dude.
Blues.
We're
Since
Oh,
we've
here
last
we go.
spoken about the Blues, they are 1-3-1. Last week we had a Tuesday episode, didn't we?
Correct.
Yes, yeah.
And the Blues were up 2-0 to the Boston Bruins that night, and they came back and lost.
Yes.
They unfortunately just we had a deflection 6 minutes in, but we're all numb to it in the late third period. Even if we're tied or lose the lead, we're not going to get the lead or keep the lead. We're what 1-7 the last 8.
Oof, I don't know. I didn't write that stat down. Sound
I mean,
right.
we need Broberg back.
I do have something to say about this Blues versus Wild last night, which it hurt my heart. I'm a Blues fan. I'm all in. In Wisconsin, which is where I'm from, a lot of people root for the Wild because there is no Wisconsin hockey team. And I told a lot of my buddies that I was now going to side with the Blues, which is good. Yeah, clap it up, clap it up. Thank you, thank you, thank you. But yeah, then after they lost, I had My DMs were full, boys. I'll tell you that.
Just tell them no cups.
They
They were
were
mad.
all over
Just tell
the
them no
place.
cups. Just tell them no cups.
And I said, I don't even know what to say back to them because I don't know the Blues history. I mean, I know 2019. I know that.
Right. They
But-
got nothing.
But yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, again, I'll finish the story quick, but the biggest thing is that it all comes down to it was going to be the Wild or the Blues. The fan base, the Minnesota Wild fan base roots for the Vikings and the Gophers. The St. Louis fan base, my only enemy is the Cardinals. So I'm like, I can deal with the Cardinal fan base because at the end of the day, what are you rooting for? You're rooting for the people that you're cheering for that team with.
Right.
So I'm like, subside the Cardinals, and I have no problem with any St. Louis sports. In Minnesota, Gophers, trash. Vikings,
Trash.
garbage. I'm not
Nothing.
going to root for that.
They got
So yeah, that it was good and bad, but I think last night really solidified my fandom to be like, yeah, we're Wild are gone. We're a Blues fan. Give me
Yes.
Robbie Thomas. Give me Bobby Thomas to the goal, 4 goals a game. Help the Cole Caulfields,
We're back.
And we're
Robbie
back.
Tommy is back.
and we are all
Well-
the way back.
Well, yeah, dude. Minnesota sports can be summed up because they're all in the same boat. They all have like no trophies. Like literally, it's empty trophy cabinet.
It's rough up there in Minnesota. It's cold for a long time
Cold
out of
drought.
the year, and they don't win a lot. And
And the Wild are one of the newer teams in the NHL. They only came in like 2000, so they're
ooh, yeah, talk about bad luck for Minnesota fans. The Minnesota North Stars moving out of Minnesota and going to
Dallas.
Dallas and winning a cup.
yup. Yeah,
Oof.
tough.
Oof.
Tough scene.
Oof.
Been there actually.
Okay, so back to the Blues.
Back to the Blues. First,
was-
before we talk about games, let's talk about the Winter Classic jerseys. Actually, let's talk about something
Go for
fun.
it.
Something positive.
The first time a Blues jersey ever featured without the blue note prominent on the front of the jersey. How do we feel about that?
I'm indifferent. I'm indifferent. It's something different, and it looks clean. Let me tell you this: it looks clean, and I like the cream. We pull it off well. It fits with the colors, like that blue and yellow, like with the cream. It works. Now, I do kind of wish that they went back with like Andrew March brought this up. Shout out the Fast Lane. He brought this up. Good point. The 80s rivalry with the Blackhawks was the best like era of the rivalry with the Blackhawks. So if you honor like that team with Bernie Federico, like those jerseys, you know what I'm talking about, where it says St. Louis in an arch over the little blue note.
Oh yeah,
Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
And have those whites.
Yeah.
I mean, that was just like something that I wish they did. Like, I don't know, have a little turn on that. But so I don't know the next time we'll be in a Winter Classic. We've actually been in 3 in the past like 7 years.
this will be our third Winter Classic. The Blues are 2-0 in outdoor
Yes,
games. If anyone
trying
at
to
home is
continue the
counting,
streak, trying to continue to streak, go on.
What'd you think, Shaw?
of the jersey, I was hoping they did a retro version of the 2010 alternate jersey with the arch
Yeah.
and the navy blue. I was kind of hoping they did that with cream.
Yeah.
I think that would look really cool. I guess they didn't want both jerseys or both teams to have circle logos because
Gotcha.
the Blackhawks jersey was just the Blackhawk with with a circle around it, kind of.
Yeah, I saw the Blackhawk jersey.
Yeah, so, I mean, the Blackhawks have been in it like 10 times. I feel like I've seen that jersey before.
I feel like the Blackhawks wore this in a Stadium Series jersey at Soldier Field in 2013.
For real, it's like nothing new. So
My opinion of the jerseys, it's very simple. They definitely went more simple with it.
Yeah.
They didn't try to go crazy. They didn't try anything new, which I think
well, I mean, it's new without having the logo.
right. Yeah.
True.
But it is going to be weird not having the logo, but I think I'm definitely going to get it regardless. But me personally, I'll probably give it like a C. it's just like it just says St. Louis.
That's
and
what I said. I said 7 out of
it-
10.
yeah.
I mean, it's nothing. I agree. It's nothing
Yeah,
special.
we're
It's
the
just
away
another
team,
cream.
you know.
Yeah, it's okay. We all agree. But spin zone, you know what I'm thinking? I'm gonna get the old Winter Classic jersey because that one's gonna be on sale now.
The
It's
Minnesota
gotta
one.
be.
I
Nice.
haven't got that one.
I
yet.
haven't gotten a new blue jersey
I
in a
got
while.
that one. It's a nice jersey.
I think I want
It is
I
a
do
very
wanna, I
nice
do want a
jersey.
cream Blues jersey. Those are the only two.
Yes, correct.
So
They gotta be on sale. I gotta find that somewhere.
yeah, good call.
So going back to the games.
Back to the games. Blues lost last Tuesday night. They had the worst lead in hockey. 2-0
Goal
lead.
lead.
Gave it up in the third period. Pasta scored. Bruins win. Next game was in Buffalo. I thought the Blues played decent that game. Then
Wait,
they
we
scored
beat
first.
we beat the Bruins.
No, last Tuesday we lost to them at
you're
home.
Yes.
going all the way back.
Yeah,
Okay. You're going. I forget that we played them. Right.
we played them twice since the last time
Yeah.
we spoken.
Yes.
We
Stay
played 'em
with it.
twice in 3 games.
In Buffalo, Blues lost in overtime. Thought they
That
played
was-
decent. They were back and forth.
Yeah.
Gave up the lead again late. Buffalo tied it. But what I want to talk about in this game is at the end of the game. I don't know if you guys watched. Sundqvist took a bad penalty. And instead of touching the puck, the Blues were complacent with sitting back in the zone and letting Buffalo play keep away with the goalie pulled. So Buffalo could have a 4-on-3 power play in overtime instead of the 5-on-4.
Yeah. I mean, I did argue with this with you before. I still believe you take the point. Points are very important, regardless if you get 1 or 2. I think you're okay. Yes, you pressure the puck, which I didn't like to see not pressuring the puck, but also I think you take the point. What? Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know, man. I just feel like that's loser mentality
Yeah. Why do you say that?
because they're literally complacent with getting 1 point and losing in overtime. They know they're going to have a 4-on-3 power play for 2 minutes in overtime.
Yeah, that is the other spin zone of it.
We sold. I mean, this team. Let's talk about Jim Montgomery getting fired from the Bruins. Bring that guy home.
Former Blue assistant coach.
A true Blue. Bring him back and be the fucking. I'm sorry, Bannister, but you're gone. You're gone.
A lot of people are saying this. I've heard a lot of people say this.
I mean, I don't see why not.
It
The
seems
power
right.
play and penalty kill was so much better under him when he was here. Like, our team was playing much better. That's when he left, and then we missed the playoffs that season. That's when we had to sell everyone,
Really?
and then we missed the next season. Because he was, like, there after 2019, from 2020 till, like, 2022 or whatever. 2023 season.
Wasn't he in Dallas as well?
He was in Dallas for the 2019 season, I know for sure. He got fired from Dallas at some point after
Yep.
2019.
Did he take them to the Cup in 2020 in the bubble season?
I don't know, but he came to us after, like, from, like, 2021 era
Right.
till, like, recently. He, like, left. He was the coach for the Bruins for the past 2 years.
Interesting.
They almost fired him after losing that playoffs.
Okay. It's
We'll
gone
get-
away.
We'll get there.
It's not there anymore.
Anyhow, in this Buffalo game, I want to talk about one of our best supposed players who we always rant on in this podcast, Jordan Kyrou.
Yes.
Fraud. Benched last 5 minutes of the game.
Bannister does like to do that.
Doesn't trust him. He's not trusted to be out there playing defense, playing responsible hockey the last 5 minutes of the game.
Yeah, clearly they're not being coached right. There's something wrong with this team where, I mean, we've had the injuries, and what I'm frustrated with is, like, right after Broberg and Robert Thomas go out, we win 5-1 against the Maple Leafs. And then we win again against the Maple Leafs. And then we beat the Tampa Bay Lightning. Like, I'm just saying, like, we've beaten good teams. Like,
Right.
and then we just played like shit. We've lost 8-1 fucking twice. Like, that's awful. If you looked at our goal differential, we're like, I mean, obviously those 8-1 losses hurt, but like we're second to last in fucking
Yeah,
Western Conference.
we're in no good place in the Western Conference right now. I was looking at points today. I've said on this podcast I think the Blues are a playoff team, but right now it's looking really rough. There's 6 teams ahead of us in the Western Conference, including the Anaheim Ducks.
Yeah.
6
know.
teams for
We've
the Blues.
only really beaten the Eastern Conference teams. I mean, I can't name like a Western Conference team we've beaten besides maybe Utah.
We beat San Jose. We came
And
back and
Seattle.
beat them.
I mean, I know, but like we beat Seattle. We've lost to Minnesota.
Have we beat
twice.
anyone in our division?
No.
No, we
to
have
the-
lost to our
the
entire
Jets.
division.
We've
We've
lost
only
to-
played Jets and Wild though, right?
and I think the
we-
Stars, right? Or
No,
we didn't
that's
play the
it.
Stars yet.
We haven't played the
We haven't-
Predators, the
But we played
Blackhawks, or the
Wild
Avalanche,
twice already.
and the Jets won.
It's not gonna get easier.
JB says y'all need a better camera. I need to see Roper's pores.
That.
Nick Schrader says Nick complains about Kyrou despite him having a great year so far.
He doesn't play two-way hockey.
There's been a lot of clear frustration with Kyrou, and that is actually deserved a bit, just because of his defensive plays by giving up the game ender goals of Philly. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Ex-
there's been costly
Exactly what I'm
turnovers.
talking about. Costly
know.
turnovers, and that's why he's not on the ice all the time.
Yeah, he got benched, didn't he?
In the last 5 minutes of that game in Buffalo, that's what
Yep.
we started talking with.
What was the game after Buffalo? Was that Carolina?
That's when we beat
No,
Boston.
we came back and beat Boston. That was a good
in
game.
overtime.
Fosca and Walker, fourth line was buzzing. Shen with the overtime game winner. The Blues find a blind squirrel finds a nut every once in a while.
I think that's why we're like 1-7 the last 8.
Just think about that. That is so Blues. Saturday matinee, fourth line, 2 goals.
The what the fuck line?
Exactly.
Yeah, the what the fuck line.
I know, but Walker's the one that got deflected off last night and gave it up with
Yeah.
6 goals.
That
All
was
right,
that was a tough loss last night.
we'll move on from the Blues.
What was our next topic,
Oh.
Shaw?
Hold on. No, we gotta finish up. Blues are playing Sharks tomorrow. Are you going?
Yes, I am going.
I will not be there. I got a family thing.
Shaw, you going?
Debatable. Cheap tickets are cheap.
The last time I saw him was last night. Was $15. Just so you know.
Did you guys watch the game last night? Even it was on ESPN Plus.
I
I
did.
did.
Yes.
I was watching that Hot Shots.
Wasn't the Buffalo game on ESPN Plus too?
Not that I know of.
Buffalo game was on ESPN Plus, wasn't it?
Yes, it was. Buffalo. game.
Weird.
My
Why did
grandma
the
couldn't
Blues
watch
just
that.
have 2 games so back to back like that?
It's dude. All sports are like that, bro. If you like do the math, it costs like over $1,000 for a fan to watch all 4 professional sports.
That's crazy.
That's a crazy stat. I never even thought about like
Well, yeah,
that.
you gotta have a Netflix subscription. You gotta have the Prime Video,
Yeah.
Netflix.
NFL Red Zone.
You gotta
Your FanDuel Sports Network.
Yeah.
the FanDuel Sports Network. That shit. Oh God, I could. That's could be a whole Roper rant right there.
They're doing $20 a month straight up, I think.
Oh really?
Yeah,
For
I mean,
Blues
it's
and
better than
Cardinals.
Dollies. I mean, and what's the Prime Video?
Cardinals and Blues are going to be on Prime,
So,
but you got to have Prime and you got to pay another subscription
so what I could do is, you're saying like I could just pay the extra subscription on
on
Prime
Prime instead of getting
and not even have to pay the $20 for FanDuel. Like,
correct. But I don't know how much extra it is on Prime. It's probably
Mm.
$20 or maybe
yeah,
more.
so
I
it
don't
won't
know.
make a difference. Yeah, I get you.
But the game last night against Minnesota, I was falling asleep. I didn't watch most of it. I watched the highlights in the morning. I thought that last goal Bennington gave up was pretty freaking weak.
The last one was a deflection by Walker. I mean, it took and Walker skated right in front of him and screened his own goalie. So I'm
The
not
pad-
gonna lie, I'm blaming Walker on that one. I think the first one, the Ryan Hartman goal, I would blame Benny for.
I didn't
That's for
see that
sure.
one.
That one was soft.
I-
Ryan Hartman
He-
fucking scores against us. Chris Kerber even said
Blues
13
killer.
13 goals against us. He only has
Hit-
like 5 on the season.
Him and Clayton Keller like to play good games against us.
Ryan Hartman's not from St. Louis, is he?
No.
Benner has looked a little. I feel like he kind of took a step a little like back in the stats.
He wasn't gonna
Yeah, he
repeat last
fell
year.
back down from earth.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna repeat last year. I mean, I wasn't gonna expect that out of him. I mean, you put up a career year last year. He's not gonna replicate that right down to the bone.
Yeah, we'll see. Blues got the Sharks tomorrow. They're at the bottom of the Western Conference. If they lose to them, that'd be pretty pathetic.
Also, our
Not surprising.
our defense also is just sucks. The Schumacher guy actually could be a player.
Who?
Schumacher or who's the new guy that you guys? He's been playing minutes for us. You look this up. Blues defenseman. I guess I'm the only
Was
true
this the
Blues
guy
fan.
they called up and
Yeah,
instead of
he's
Leo
like
Louvre, they called him up and then they replaced
It's
him
like
with this other guy?
Schumacher. Or I don't know if the chat's saying anything. but
Chet. You know who Schumacher is, Chet? Skip Schumacher?
He's like a small young defenseman.
Oh, Schooneman.
Schooneman.
Shuneman. There you go.
So yeah, shout out to him. I guess so it's
Oh, is he
Step
taking?
up.
Is he taking Joseph Pierre?
P.O. Joseph spot?
Pierre Joseph.
I guess I don't know.
Guess.
But
We need Broberg back. Broberg was
Oh,
so
Broberg,
good, you
Broberg, we
guys.
miss you.
Top
Swe-
2 defenseman.
Oh, Sweden.
Anyways, that's all I Blues hockey I got.
Should we get into?
We got Battlehawk.
Battlehawks. Let's
dude.
go.
Bulletin.
So
We've created
we've
bulletin
got some
material for
big,
AJ.
big Battlehawks drama.
AJ
I don't-
out.
I don't know why or how this started. Do you have any context to what went down?
Okay, do you want to hear like what I really think, like the rabbit hole theory I have?
Start with
Yes.
what really went down first.
Well, what do you know, Stalls?
Well, okay, the basic report is that he was released by the team, and it seemed like at the
AJ
time,
McCarron, right?
yes.
yes, and
okay.
my dad, like everyone was thinking, oh, he might have had an injury or he's just done with UFL, wants to spend more time with his kids. No, he went on a podcast and was like, oh, I want someone to pick me up immediately. I'm gonna put it on them.
Well, here I got the exact quote right here. AJ McCarron said, "I want to come back with a vengeance. I want to face them twice. I want to play for someone who plays them twice a year. I want to put it on them."
Against the Battlehawks.
Yeah,
Hence the Battlehawks.
I don't know what went down.
AJ goes on to say, "Thought he was due a little more respect, but he says it's part of the business."
Is Anthony Beck wanting his son Rocco to come on the field? Is that what it is?
Is he gonna finish? Wait a second. What if Rocco Beck came from Iowa State to NFL?
and has have young Cody Schrader in the backfield. We're getting Cody Schrader in the backfield, so I'm gonna get a season tickets no matter what. And
Cody Schrader in the
Clearly-
backfield.
Yeah,
eh?
he's gonna be awesome. No, he's already
whoever-
signed.
whoever the QB
He
is,
did?
Yes.
I'm trusting that Anthony Beck clearly thinks that this QB is better than AJ McCarron. So, I mean, hopefully it's someone good.
What do you think they got?
Ben DiNucci?
Who's that?
You don't remember Ben DiNucci? He was with
Seattle team.
yeah, he was with the Seattle team, and like he played on the Cowboys for a minute when Dak would go down.
Bryce, you got any potential quarterbacks for the Battlehawks who've been bumming around the NFL, bouncing as third quarterbacks?
I mean, Caleb Williams, definitely. I mean, that guy sucks.
There you
That guy
go.
sucks.
Caleb Williams of the Battlehawks.
But no,
That was
I'm
funny.
dude. Also, like the rabbit hole theory was like he was a big Trump supporter, and I remember like everyone was hating on him. The STL liberals,
Really?
STL from above, like is a Twitter account that tweets like all the
drone guy.
the drone shots.
Yeah.
And he's like, I don't want this guy back on my fucking team. And they got like 100 likes and shit like that. Like,
What?
yeah, dude. They
I
all,
don't know.
I don't. I mean, I don't. I didn't think that was. Like,
I don't want to believe that.
but that wasn't like the main reason. I'm just saying that was part of it.
My question is, who the hell owns the Battlehawks? Who the hell is our
It's-
GM offering contracts and stuff?
I don't. Well, I
I
don't know
thought
that.
the teams were just owned by the entire league.
They are.
Like they don't
are.
even
The
practice.
The Rock owns all the teams.
Okay, and they don't even practice in St. Louis.
Right.
They're
They
not
have a
really
hub
like
and- I know.
a part
I'm
of the city.
hoping the league just grows, dude. It needs to grow. It's in its baby years.
God
Oh,
damn it, That was me. Bryce, you got us. Thanks, man.
Shout us out.
Thanks, Bryce.
But- oh, dude. Are all the teams going to lose now? Is that what Yachty's still
Good.
hanging on. How about
Season 4.
Battlehawks? I mean, let's run back to that story about the last Battlehawks game we went to. Not the ending. We're not talking about that. We're not talking about that. That's blacked out. Well, let's talk about before the game, where
Beginning
we
of
were
the game, we were up in the upper deck behind one of the end zones.
in a section we should not have been.
It was kind of closed off. There weren't supposed to be fans in there. And it was so dusty right in front of us on the overhang. I think it was dirt from previous monster truck and dirt
Yes.
bike rallies.
Correct.
Shit, yeah, because they've had concerts and obviously
Rodeos and all that stuff.
It
That's
was
the
from-
that's the event center that
yeah.
kind of puts on.
Monster
Stuff.
truck shit.
Yes.
And yeah, it was really dusty. And what did you write in there?
I put fuck Cronky and like Cronky sucks and shit like that.
Yeah.
And someone that was up there when they were redoing the field, like tweeted it out and was like, "Oh, someone up here really was upset with Cronky."
Yeah,
that
it was
was
a Post Dispatch guy. They were doing coverage over the summer when the Battlehawks, and we'll know in the stadium they replaced the lights and the turf.
That's
Correct.
New lights and turf in the dome. Thank you, Stan Kroenke. Thank you very much, Ram
we
Settlement.
need to take back. Reggie Bush needs to come.
But
come
he
back.
posted a picture and it said like disgruntled Rams fans.
Dude, I think Reggie Bush needs to come back. Reggie Bush needs to come back and check out the field.
It's not slippery anymore, Reggie.
He won't sue us anymore.
I remember that game. I remember watching that. I was like, holy shit.
Yeah, that was fucked. But are we moving on from
When does the
Battlehawks
season
or-
start?
It's like in March, I think.
Not till after NFL.
Right. Oh, okay. Just making sure.
April.
So we're on Battlehawk quarterback watch, fellas.
Yes, we
We're on
are.
quarterback. This podcast is officially on quarterback watch.
Dude, yeah. We got done with October, like one of the best sports months of the year. And now I'm already praying for like April when we're gonna have STL Sports equinoxes again.
Yes.
Have Cardinals, City, Battlehawks, and Blues
Mhm.
on Saturday.
Can't wait. Can't wait.
Um.
Let's move on to baseball. I
Go
want to
for it.
congratulate our friend Bryce over here in the NL Central champion Brewers and Pat Murphy winning NL Manager of the Year.
Well,
Congratulations.
I mean, that was always a given. We've kind of owned you ever since we've been adults. Roper likes to talk about whatever 27 championships, bro. They have it's probably like 11 or 13 or something. But
Oh, you keep track.
I mean, it's like they did that when my grandpa was 7. I don't care what my grandpa was 7. What that
Oh,
happened.
It's
back
always
then.
the teams with no history.
No, that was back.
saying
That was
history
back
doesn't
when you were
matter.
playing. I'm gonna drop the mic right now because otherwise we're getting a fight on camera, and I just don't think that's gonna be a smart decision.
I think
Uh,
history matters, right?
Thank
But get the camera off me, otherwise I'm gonna go punch Roper. So
All right. Congratulations to the Brewers. I didn't know anything about Pat Murphy. He was a baseball coach at Notre Dame.
yeah, the funny thing is that he took over for Craig Counsell, and Craig Counsell went to the lesser city down in Chicago, and Craig Counsell basically did the exact same thing that Pat Murphy did. Never won a manager of the year. Pat Murphy takes over after being under his wing for 27 years and just immediately wins it, which is just karma. It's just, this is the one thing we can agree on is why you never go to Chicago. St. Louis and Wisconsin fans can just agree.
We agree.
Chicago has a curse.
They do.
Chicago has a curse. Chicago ruined a man's life for trying to catch a foul ball.
Steve Bartman.
Yeah.
Rip.
So
And
if that tells you anything, and as long as the camera's on me, I gotta say one thing. Cardinal fans are actually pretty good. Every time that
Oh.
I've ever been to a Cardinals game I've been to like 5 or 6. 4 of them, maybe 5 of them have been against the Brewers. And I've only heard nice things. Like it's like the Midwest nice, where I actually really do like Cardinal fans. You go to Wrigley Field in Chicago, whether you're a Brewer fan, a Cub fan, a Dodger fan, doesn't matter, and they're booing you out of the building. So I do have to say that about St. Louis. Like, they do have good fans, and I do appreciate the best fans in baseball slogan. Like, they aren't, but they might be. We could say
Top 5?
I'd say top 5. I'd
Take
also
that,
say
take that.
like FFIB, friendliest fans in baseball. Like they're friendly,
There you go.
but they're not the best. But like they're good. Um,
We'll take it. We'll take that.
anyway,
Thank you.
that was just kind of my rant. Like even though the Cardinals are a rival, I do enjoy going to Busch Stadium. It's an iconic stadium. It's an iconic franchise. As much crap I give Roper for trash talking me, like I have a lot of respect for the Cardinals. So good on you, Rope. Good
Hey,
on
good
you.
sportsmanship.
Good
I
on
will.
you.
Thank
I
you
will say,
for the love of the
I
game.
don't hate the Brewers. Like the friend of
He hates
the
hates
enemy
them.
of my enemy is my friend, and you're an enemy of the Cubs, and you guys make it like American Family Insurance South, and we make it Bush North. We all come together. We hate the Cubs. That's the bottom line. We can all agree
There we
on
go.
that. I've been to what used to be Miller Park. It's a great stadium. Love the slide. I was there as a kid, so like it meant more to me being up there and seeing the hot dog race or whatever, the bratwurst race and shit. That's like the classic. You guys started it. It's you guys and like the Nationals with the president.
I mean, you called it. It used to be Miller Park. It will always be Miller Park. So I'll
Yeah,
correct
fair.
you there.
Fair,
But
fair.
yeah, we got some wieners running. We got 5 wieners running down the. Have you guys seen the video of the sausage race? I think it was in 06 where we were playing the Pirates, and the sausages are running down. And to give you a quick backstory, all the sausages are just fans they peg out of the stadium for the most part. So it's literally 5 fans in these costumes, and they're running around the stadium, and a Pirates player, they go past the Pirates dugout, and a Pirates player took his bat, he was on deck, and literally goes wham and slams the person who's, I think she was in the chorizo, and she falls to the ground because she's underneath this. She doesn't see it. She's in a costume. She falls to the ground. She filed a lawsuit.
It's the sausage?
Against the guy, against the Pirates player that hit her with the bat, because he's literally a player in the dugout, and he goes wham, and she falls to the ground. You can look it up on YouTube. Look it up on YouTube right now. But
Right now.
she won a lawsuit for like a lot of money because she was like kind of injured. She had to go to the hospital. Turns out, shout out Justin Vollmer. That's Justin Vollmer's cousin, which Roper knows.
Oh.
So, I know I just went off topic. That's probably going to be an OTROT, but look it up. It's pretty insane. There was a lawsuit. Sausage race is pretty cool.
Should we transition into a little bets with Bryce? Unless you guys had anything else.
I got one last final baseball
Okay.
thing. Well, 2 things. Ali Marmel got 1 third place vote, and people were thinking it's like as a joke.
Oh
To make
yeah,
him
I
see, like-
heard them mention that on TMA today.
Like no one gets 1 third place vote.
Yeah, that was a joke. That
So
was
I think
definitely-
someone voted for him as a joke.
Supposedly it's like the same guy that like has said stuff before. That's like he just like hates us.
That's what I heard.
That's funny.
I also see what you got next. There was the Juan Soto rumor, but you're aware that was a complete joke tweet, right?
They got me. They got me.
They got Schrader too, dude.
They got
I,
me,
I sent it to
dude.
Schrader and like sent like LOL, and he like totally thought it was like he didn't read all the way through or open it.
Man.
To
That's
pull it, where is it?
So the
crazy.
answer to that next question I wrote was, can the DeWallets finally open up their wallets?
No, they're not doing that this year. That's
No.
their example. They're
Still
definitely not.
Still
yeah.
no.
Still
Um,
no.
The tweet said, sources, the Cardinals met with Juan Soto today. Bill DeWitt had an extensive conversation with Soto and Boris. In those conversations, DeWitt said he's willing to pay $400 million in Arby's credit and Dylan Carlson. Eye emoji. Watch out for St. Louis in the Juan Soto race. So,
And
That-
Arby's credits?
yeah. Well, DeWitt, I think, owns like Arby franchises or something. That's like
Oh,
how they got big.
didn't know that.
But-
That's very interesting. Well, they got me. All right, Bryce, got any good bets?
Yeah, as I was saying earlier, I do have bets with Bryce going where I pick a minus 500 bet every day. We go 30 straight days and we win. I unfortunately lost at bet 9. And the irony behind it is that I bet Oregon to beat Wisconsin at minus 530. Oregon was minus 4 or 5.5. Oregon still won. Wisconsin lost, but only by 3. So that ended it. There goes $10. I'd gotten all the way up to 39 something. It was like 39 and change. So now we restart. We go back to 10. And it's certainly disappointing. I was trying to hedge my fandom with saying, hey, if Wisconsin loses, they're going to lose big. If they win, they're going to win small. Worst of both scenarios. They lost, and they lost by like 3. So that definitely sucked. But that's the update to Bets with Bryce. I think next I haven't made any bets yet. I might start to do a new challenge, which is called the 3-pick pick'em. And basically you bet the 3 championships that are upcoming. So that would be March Madness, the Super Bowl, and the Women's College Basketball Championship. You bet the top, you bet the favorite, all of them. You parlay it, and right now you turn $10 into like $1,200. So I'm thinking about doing that. Stay tuned. I haven't bet it yet, but I'm ready to do that, and that's really all I got, boys. I mean, other than that,
All right.
it's like, yeah, that's all I got. Packers did come through with a blocked field goal, so that helped bets with Bryce.
Oh,
Fucking
yes.
Bears.
That was
Yeah,
a crazy ending
that was
to
a
game.
crazy ending. I just said Bears are gonna bear, Bears bared. So that's really all I got. Sorry for kind of a lame segment, but
No,
I'm gonna send it back to Shaw and the rope.
We appreciate it, Bryce. Those were some good bets. I had some bets going on Sunday. I was feeling the Blues were going to win again. I took the Blues in Carolina, and I parlayed them against the Chiefs. That was a big mistake because they both lost.
Yeah.
Chiefs lost their first game of the season against Buffalo on Sunday.
Oh, speaking of which, there was a Chiefs fan. Let me go into a little rant here. There was a Chiefs fan that's like a streamer that watches Chiefs games like on Twitch and reacts. And he was celebrating all the fucking world when they blocked a field goal against the Denver Broncos, who were like 4-5 at the time. But then he's online shaming Buffalo Bills players for like celebrating the win on Sunday in the locker room. He's like, "Oh, you beat Chiefs in the regular season. Congrats. Like, have some shame."
Just being a sore loser.
Yeah,
So.
so I just Chiefs fans, man. Hate 'em.
Sore loser mentality.
That's why, dude. I hope the Bills circle those wagons and beat them in the playoffs, because it seems like it's gonna be like reality somehow. They're gonna find out.
No, the Chiefs are going to win the Super Bowl again. That's
Oh,
a given. I've seen the script.
Don't say
I
that.
know that.
Yeah,
I'm a
probably.
Chiefs fan. Yeah.
I don't want it to be, but
Chiefs will win again.
no.
This loss was good. It brought them back down to earth. They would have been too much pressure for them to go all season without losing. They could lose one more.
I think I've heard that out of every Chiefs fan I've ever heard. Like I've literally said I hope they lose in the regular season.
It's perfect. You
a,
don't want your
a
team.
million times.
You don't want your team
Team
to
peak.
go peak in the regular season, and there's no need to
Be like the-
win outright and be a perfect season.
Be like the Patriots that lost to the Giants.
Victoria is a big Josh Allen fan, by the way. Just so you know.
Oh, Josh.
Oh. Who's Josh Allen dating? Famous actress.
Haley Seinfeld.
Haley Seinfeld.
Yeah, there was that like viral meme of a woman at the Bills game that was like with a sign that said "I will leave my newlywed husband for you, Josh," or whatever, and she caught a lot of online hate for that. Did you ever see that? No, I don't know if you saw that.
No,
Speaking of Josh Allen, it's love life.
that's too tabloidy for me.
What's next on the docket, dude?
Oh,
I want to shout out the Steelers.
shout out the Steelers.
Steelers are still elite.
Yeah, I bet against them. I took the Ravens
Oh,
like a chump.
dumb. They're gonna beat up on those Browns tomorrow night. It's gonna be a massacre up in Cleveland. I can't wait.
Thursday night footballs.
Mm-hmm.
Steelers and Browns.
In Cleveland. Shout out Nicole. I'm gonna give her a shout out. True Pittsburgh Steelers fan from Pittsburgh. She's going to the game tomorrow night. Wish her all the luck. She'll be bringing the terrible towel. So, you know, Browns fans like bark at you like Georgia fans, like at the tailgates, like
Welcome to the dog pound. Anyhow, you want to get into any Twitter stuff?
oh, dude, the Twitter sphere was popping after the U.S. men's game. Dude, there was some fights because obviously we had like a huge crowd, like 21,000 people there. There's obviously the famous photo of no one in Kansas at the match up with Canada for U.S. men's, and I was calling out all the fucking Twitter. Dude, this one was my favorite. Like, just
You were tweeting all night long, dude.
oh yeah. That's
Read
just
some of them because our
just read-
viewers can't really see.
Well, no, I know. I'm having
This guy cooked you, is what he said. And you said, you didn't show your faces when U.S. men's national team came to Kansas. And it's the picture. It's all empty fans behind the supporters section.
Yeah, no one was there because Kansas fans suck. No one goes to their games.
Yeah.
They think they're the soccer capital, and I want to talk about this real quick because they've sent a cease and desist letter to a podcast by what used to be the America's soccer capital.
Mhm.
That was a podcast like us. They got sued by Sporting KC. Like they declared war on our podcast, dude. So I'm
Dude.
standing with our brethren there.
What was that? Riverside something?
Well, no, they've changed it to River City Rumble.
It was Soccer City.
But it was like the
Soccer
soccer capital
Yeah.
podcast or whatever. They got sued. Also, they cease and desisted St. Louis City SC for using soccer capital. And now, I mean, this wasn't Sporting KC, but it might have been. They're copywriting and trademarking the Lugans. You know the Lugans.
Yes,
Pat. We
I
partied
know.
with
Wait,
the Lugans
they're
all the
trying
way
to steal
back.
that too?
all the
Kansas
way-
City is trying to
well,
steal that?
I mean, it's a joke. It's not actually Sporting. This one is the actual St. Louis local beverage company.
Oh, they're called the Lugans too?
Well, no, I don't. They use it for something for their drinks or whatever. I don't know.
I did
but
hear about this story, so I'm curious.
yeah, I mean, the Lugans is a great, like, they for-profit or non-profit organization. They raise money every week for charities through St. Louis.
That's awesome.
Like, I know they're an awesome time. All the way back in the St. Louis FC days, they would give
Yeah.
out free beer at the tailgates for anyone that showed up.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
So I just pray for my brothers in that time. But yeah, it was a good time.
Shaw?
I got bad news for Schrader if he's watching. Because
Oh.
his favorite Bundesliga team, St. Pauli, they're leaving Twitter.
Yeah, Werder Bremen also
I read
joined
a
in.
headline that said they're leaving Twitter. They said Twitter is now a hate machine. So
It's always been a hate machine. I mean, you could
I didn't
argue
read
with
any
that.
further into it after that. So
But Werder Bremen was another team that also said they're leaving Twitter. So
they Top Flight
falling soon.
Bundesliga too.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Yeah.
They're going to Blue Sky? Is that where people are going? I don't even know what that is. I've just
don't
heard
know.
like that's an alternate Twitter or Threads. I think that's Facebook's.
Yes,
Thing of Twitter.
Threads does the same thing.
Is this OTROT, by the way?
This does count as OTROT.
Okay.
Well, it's kind of OTROT and Twitter's kind of blended in together.
Yes.
Well, I want to start off my OTROT. Last Wednesday, why I didn't make the Lucas was on last Wednesday was because I was at a golf simulator.
Yes. How was that? How'd you play?
Mhm.
Dude, okay. First of all, drove over to Webster, slept through my alarm, was running late. Then there's a fucking train in Webster that took like 20 minutes. No way around it.
It's always,
stuck
it always
behind people.
happens.
So I
right
show
when
up,
you need to get there.
no warm up, come right up to the green or the driving range, shit, whatever simulator. Just whack 250 down the middle. I'm just pissed off, dude. And the driver was on point all night. The putter was kind of whack. Also, like they do a fun competition every week. It's like closest to the pin competition. You actually win like golf like gloves and like other shit and shoes and shit. And this competition this week contest was driver to the green. Like it was a 135-yard hole or something like that, or 170, and you had to use your driver.
Yeah.
I totally was not prepared. I should have done a practice swing and like practice like going like halfway. I went all the way through, trying to like think I could like just straighten it out and then like not do as much power. But I went like full power and went 70 yards over the green, so that was not a good look. But we did like tie the first place winner at -2, so
There you go.
we're back. We're back. Golf simulators are back.
We're back.
Shaw, OTROT?
Um.
Or you already did yours, didn't you? This
Well, I kind of talked about my pickleball thing in the beginning, but I had another video I saw. Well, college football, we didn't really hit on anything.
Oh, jeez.
BYU went down.
Oh, yeah.
They were undefeated. Fraudulent team out of the Big 12. Defeated by Roper's favorite former Big 12 team, the Kansas Jayhawks.
Oh my god. Yeah, fuck.
But
they
they're-
think they're the shit now.
BYU mascot, the Cougar, is known for doing crazy stunts, like jumping through hoops of fire and jumping out of planes or climbing on top of the stadium. So the BYU Cougar tried doing a backflip over some golf cart or four-wheeler driving on the field.
And he got smashed.
No, he did the backflip. He went over okay. Everything was all right, but it just wasn't clean. His head, like, skidded the top of the cart that went by. And I wanted to know, if the BYU Cougar gets the backflip done and it's clean, do they stay undefeated?
Oh.
You can, if you want to point fingers, that's the first finger I'm pointing. You know? Your mascot, who is known for doing 6 stunts, tries to do a stunt that is well in his wheelhouse.
And fumbles the bag.
Fumbles, literally fumbles.
Yeah, it was a close call actually. Like he was like could have like been severely hurt if he was like a little bit more off.
I didn't even watch the game. Was the game close?
I mean, I think they barely won.
Interesting.
Yeah, my OTROT is just how old we're all getting. I know Shaw and STL Rope are about a year and a half younger than me, but I realized how old I was when I was on FaceTime with my family this last weekend, and my youngest sister, who was born in 2004, she was doing like the motion of like, yeah, I was talking to my friend on the phone, and you know how we, at least me and Pat, I don't know about you guys, but we always go like this. Like if you're like, I'm on the phone, she goes, I was on the phone, and she did like the flat-handed, like the iPhone. Like that's how young people, again, 2004 is like, she's about to turn 21. But she literally was like, yeah, I was on the phone, and she did this. And it hit me. I was like, oh my goodness, people don't do this anymore. Because they're thinking the only thing they've ever known is an iPhone. So she's like, I was on the phone.
That's
Wow.
crazy.
I'm like, bro, this girl don't
you ever
know
seen that?
anything about that.
I mean,
And so, yeah, she's 20. Well, she'll turn 21 in January. But yeah, that was like, dude, I'm old, man.
I mean, you make good points there, but look into that some more because I've never seen anyone do that before.
No. If you look into like, I mean, you can look into. I mean, I'll send
the
it to you, but you
semantics
can
of
look
it.
into it. Like everyone who's under, probably, and she's right on the cutoff, but like like young people go like this. I'm not joking. They go like this. They don't.
I
They
mean-
don't do this. They do this because the whole reason this started was because that's like how you held a landline.
Right.
And she, like, from the time she was born, I'm trying to think back to my family. Like, we probably had a landline till like 2008, but she was born in 2004, so like she was 4 years old when we got rid of a landline.
Right.
Like, all she's ever known is this,
Yeah.
or just like literally ear pods.
Yeah.
That is true.
Yeah.
And real quick, that goes in my other OTRT. I was talking to a coworker, and again, this relates. I think the peak technology was when we were in like middle school, young high school, where there was enough technology where you could text or call anyone you ever wanted to, but like it wasn't taking over. Because even now, I'm like, there's so much technology. I'm like, is my job in jeopardy from a robot? Like a robot theoretically could do my job
What was your job at the time?
right now.
No, at the
Oh,
time.
you're just saying.
I'm just saying, like right now, one of those Elon Musk robots could do my job.
That's crazy.
And so like I kind of hate technology because I'm like, we're humans. Like you gotta have the human aspect. Like there's a human aspect of like, we are humans. I don't want to be competing against a robot for my job.
Exactly. I thought about this a lot too,
Yeah.
Bryce, the other
Yeah.
day, and about AI. You don't have to worry about AI if you can do one thing. And just remember this. If you're a real one, then you don't have to worry about AI. If you're like a real, kind of what he's saying, a real person, like a real one, an OG.
I like it. I like that. I like that.
The OG. The OG in there.
You don't have to worry about AI.
We're going on an hour, boys. So
Any more OTROTs?
You gotta
guys
be-
got anything?
Just Penguin finale ended. Great show.
Yep.
Now we got Dune Prophecy.
Dune Prophecy. Nice.
And speaking of AI, it's all about the AI and the thinking machines. They turn against us. They start a
Victoria-
war against us. It's a warning, dude.
Victoria says a robot couldn't do my job. I'm too good.
There you go.
Gassing her up.
She's a real one.
Oh, back to the UFO shit I was talking about last week. That
Oh.
shit dude, they're underwater. That's where all the aliens are. Think about it. If you come to a planet that's 70% water and you know the humans that are living on that planet with like an actual like mind can't go into the water, that's where I'd build my base. Fuck it. Like they can't get out. They can't get down here.
What
They
if,
can't withstand the pressure.
yeah, what if they can breathe underwater?
That's why all those Navy pilots have seen them like just drop down from like 20,000 feet to 5 feet within seconds. Like it makes no sense.
Interesting.
Dude, it's all
Alien-
being released.
Aliens are in the water.
That's aliens are back.
Aliens are definitely back. And there's one more thing that is back this week, you guys, and it's Christmas. Christmas is pretty much back, so Budweiser dropped their holiday cans with Clydesdales on them.
Oh, we us friends as a podcast is
Oh,
going
yes.
to the brewery lights on Friday.
Let's go.
So if you wanted to join us on Friday, you're more than welcome to.
This Friday.
This
I'll
Friday.
see.
Also wanted to bring up our WooCast holiday party that we're gonna do as like a secret Santa. I want
Yeah.
Nick to hear this.
Yeah,
we gotta pick names
I'm
soon.
Roper. I'm gonna let you tell us about what the Secret Santa present
We ca-
is.
yeah.
But anyone who wants to participate, who's listening, I think should be a part of it. And Roper, you want to take it away?
Yeah, so it'll be $10 for anyone that's interested. You go take a trip over to Illinois, and place a $10 parlay for whoever's name you get drawn out of. And it can be a $10 futures bet on like that person's like favorite team. Like say if I get Pat, I might place $10 on just like the insane odds of the Finns and Bama parlay together futures or something like that. Just shit like that. Just like the Blues, it's $10, and I mean it's your own money.
If
You get spent on this another person, and you get a $10 bet to ride.
And if I can interject, I would say too, you can also, if you're part of this, you could go over to Illinois and say, here's your $10. I'm betting $10 on Texas Southern Midwest A&M to beat Missouri Western. Right, like you can do anything you want. You literally have you are paying.
That person is you're gonna make that person watch that game.
So you are
basically.
you are literally paying $10 to essentially bet a $10 bet for your friend. You will present that bet to your friend at our Secret Santa. They will then root for it. It could be $10 to win 12 if they're minus 500, or it could be $10 to win 100,000 if they rattle off like the next 11 Super Bowl winners. Like it's just a friendly, like fun $10.
I like where we're going with this, but the bet has to have restrictions. It's got to have
Okay,
odd
let's
ranges.
hear it out.
So, I don't know. What do you guys think is
It
appropriate?
has to be a positive. Bet.
Well, see, my thing is like, what's the fun part of a present, right? The fun part of a present is you don't really know what you're getting. Whereas at my age, I tell my parents what I want, and like I know what they're gonna get me. I'm like, hey, can you buy me like a new blanket or whatever? Like I kind of know where it's going. The fun part about this is that it literally could be like a bet free plus 100,000 bet where you're just like, I hope they win.
That's
You know?
yeah, I agree, but I think the limit should be. I agree with Pat. The minimum should be it's a positive bet, so the minimum is even
Plus
odds
100.
plus 100,
Plus 100, yeah.
and then I think as high as it should go, it should be plus 1,000. So it's got to be 3 digits. Because what if someone is making like a 15-leg parlay or something? Like, what someone's gonna do something ridiculous?
Well, what if we put on the Secret Santa, like you could put a sticker on that says like, don't go over 10,000. But if they do not put that sticker on, you can go as crazy as you want.
Yeah, maybe when we write down your name, you write down like what
I mean,
the odds,
the
like
the
the
whole-
limit, maybe like the limit, maybe like plus 1,000. Don't
Right.
go over that or
and
something like that.
the whole point of it is just to have fun,
Yeah.
and just like see what bet you get.
Right.
I agree, but I want my bet to have a chance. I don't want someone to give me like some crazy.
Yeah, that's fair. But they all have a chance.
yeah,
Technically.
I mean,
well,
hey, Wisconsin was
yeah.
beating Oregon going in the fourth quarter. If they can do that, we all got a chance.
We'll know better once we get the person to sign, and like we'll know like maybe Nick wants to be more conservative side.
Yes.
Plus 1,000. It'll be discussed. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, but if anyone's listening, I agree. Let's do this.
We should do like picking around
Probably should do
Thanksgiving. Well,
around this. No, the weekend before Christmas, or
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
we're
talk
gonna have
about
to
it
find
off
out the Woodcast night that
We'll
we're
work out
we're
the
doing
kinks.
the Christmas party.
air.
work out the kinks. We'll get back to you on that one. All right. Anyone got any last questions or concerns or comments? This was a long Lucas episode. Thank you if you
We had a
listened
lot
all
to
the way.
talk about, so I'm glad we got it all
We
through.
did. We had an extra day because we did it Tuesday last week,
Yes,
so it
that
was
is crazy.
8 days in between episodes.
What happened?
But thanks for listening. If you're still with us, I'm Sean McCall.
It's Estio Roper.
Producer Pat on the call every mic, every day, all day, fellas.
And it's Badger Price.
All right. We'll see you next time.
Love you guys.
We will see you tomorrow.